Hello, and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to do one of, I know is your favourite things, because I can tell from my stats that these are your favourite things. We're going to do a kitting up. Let's get started. Okay, so this is the picture that we're going to be kitting up today. It's by Diamond Art Studio, and I will leave a link down in the description if you're interested in this painting. Also, I'll put a link up in the corner at the end of the video. I'll put a link up in the corner if you want to see the unboxing for this painting. And yeah, so Diamond Art Studio have an event called Purple Showers that is running for the whole of April 2023. So I'm going to do this for that event. It's just a paint along basically. And today is the Thursday, 30th of March. So I don't film on the weekends. So I thought what I'll do is I'll do the kitting up today, and then I'll post this video on Saturday, and then sometime throughout the month I'm sure I'll have a whip and chat as well, where you can see I'm a very slow diamond painter. It's squares, so I'll probably have like this much done. This little corner, but we'll see it later on in the month. But for now we're going to do this, and these are the diamonds, so they've got 44 colours. And then I'm going to be using this is like the fake Elizabeth Ward. Let me just put that over there. Yeah, so it's got these. I thought I'd use this. This has 60 pots in, I think, so plenty. I like this one because it has different size containers in the one container, if you know what I mean. And it's a sort of, you know, you can adjust it and lay it out how you want, because they've got the little ones and the medium size and the, yeah. Anyway, you don't need to hear all about my reasons why I'm using this one. Again, I bought this fake one off of AliExpress. I'll leave a link to that below in the description. I leave links to everything below in my description. Always look there. But let's get that to one side. And let's get the diamonds open. Sorry if you don't like the rustling. Yeah, let's just tip all that out. Okay, so they do a printed sticker sheet for this. As you can see, like that one's come loose. I put this back in the box after the unboxing, and this is a bit fragile. So when I pulled it back out again, there was quite a few missing, and I found them on like the toolkit and the drills bag. So yeah, just be mindful of these sticker sheets, because they are a bit delicate. And if you know me, if you've been around here for a while, you'll know I'm not delicate. So I'm very haphazard. So that's just, do you know what? Because all these bits can be moved around easily, I'm just gonna, do you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I know this is probably gonna drive everybody's OCD mad, but I'm just gonna kit it up as I pick them up, and then put them in the right order afterwards. So we want 413. So I need to figure out whether this is, that's not gonna fit in that. Let's try this size. Actually, let me put a tray out. You see my tray? Look, it's one of Rebecca's. I managed to get like the sunset one. Let me take the stopper out. But it's one of these colour shift ones. You probably can't see it too well in this light, but it's like a pink and gold. It's really nice. It's so pretty. It's my first time. First time I've ever bought one of Rebecca's trays. I bought two. I bought the regular pink one as well. I only have the tray out. Sometimes I pour them in, but sometimes I just have it sitting underneath, so that if I spill any drills, there's a chance that it'll all fall into that. Ooh, so we go. These are resin drills, and surprise, surprise, there is static. I don't have any of my dryer sheets here. Do you know what? Let's just wiggle those through. Yeah, I forgot my dryer sheets. I should know this by now. Resin drills are always more staticky. Always. I don't think I've ever had resin drills, and some of them are always staticky. Do you know what? I'm going to move this to one side. I've got a bit more room, because, you know, we've got to let these drills like zing all over the place. Give them freedom. Might have to get the dryer sheets. If they're all like this, I will definitely go and get the dryer sheets, because ain't nobody got time to do this for every bag. Nearly there. Go on, you can do it. Go on. Right, so this week I'd hoped to do this kitting up like earlier in the week. Well, at least yesterday, because Look, they're all over here. Naughty. Not look. Look. Get off. Talking to my jewels. Don't. No. Oh, it's going to be... I'd say it's going to be one of them ones, but this is actually like kind of sums up my week, which is why it's Thursday that I'm doing this kitting up. So, look, Defying Gravity. Just like that song. Yeah, so Monday and Tuesday I was really busy with work. Look at that. Yeah, this isn't going to work. We're going to have to do something about that, aren't we? Right, I'm just going to, in the meantime, I'm just going to dab these up. That's the worst static I've had in quite a while. Look how it's standing up the side of the pot. See that? Bonkers. So Monday and Tuesday was really busy at work. I'm home. I'm self-employed, so I work from home, which is normally quite good. No, I should probably put a sticker on that, shouldn't I? Before I start my rant now, what am I going to do? I usually just put on, to be honest, I usually just put on the numbers, but they've given me the symbol, so why not? That was 413. Where'd you go? Oh, I don't know if it was that way or that way. God, and I don't have the painting. Okay, I'm going to have to get the painting so I can find out whether that was... Oh no, I can figure it out, can't I, from the... Because it's slightly off-lined. I think it's that way. I didn't even think about that. And I wasn't paying attention because, you know, that would be far too easy. It doesn't matter. I work from DMC numbers all the time. It's just I like numbers. Oh look, there's another one. Holy cow. Right, so yes, so I planned, eventually I'll get this sentence, story, whatever out, to kit up at least on Monday or Tuesday. But then work went bonkers, and that's what I was saying. I'm self-employed and I work from home, and usually, look, I poured that into tray this time, anticipating havoc, and it was fine. But there's another grey ones were bonkers. Look, I keep finding these grey ones. Look, and there's another one. I should just like open my eyes clearly. So there's two more. But you know how it is if you're self-employed. It's like, it's great when these weights. Yeah, so that's 18.45. So let's be brave and go for the next size down. We'll see if this, I can figure out what weights go in what tubs, because I'm sure I knew one time, but you know, that involves memory. There ain't no way I'm going to remember what I did, especially a year and a half ago, which is the last time I kitted up something. Anyhow, if you are self-employed or ever been self-employed, you'll know that it sounds good because you choose your own hours in theory. And do you know what? I have forgotten how to do everything because I'm making a right hash of this. But yeah, you choose your own hour. What was they all hiding inside the spout? Okay, this isn't working. I might have to get a different tray. I wanted my pretty tray though. So pretty. But then if I poured it in the pot like I was supposed to from the bag, that wouldn't have happened either. Pro tips. Welcome if this is your first time seeing my channel. Welcome. This is normal. This is like my normal way. Okay, so we're going to put that on there. And we're going to put the U-turn sign on there as well. Okay, so that was 8.85 and that's even half full. So that is plenty. So now, is there anything I've forgotten? Are there any loose drills? No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. So what was I saying? I can't even remember. No, don't do that. I don't learn my lesson. Right, we're not going to do that. But yes, self-employed sounds really good because you're like choosing your own hours, which you don't. Not really. In the sense that when you get work, you have to work because one, nobody's going to do it for you, and obviously you don't get paid. So that's why sometimes it's quiet for me. And sometimes when it's busy, it's really busy. So it's like swings and roundabouts. And it is quite nice when it's quiet, apart from the fact I'm not getting paid. But when it's quiet, I have time to do things like diamond painting. But when it's busy, that's it. You can't. I haven't done any diamond painting this week at all. I've hardly played my game. I play Final Fantasy. Hardly played my game this week. 798. Because I've been busy. Like, even in the evenings. That's the thing. I've been working all day and all evening. And it's like brain work as well. Like lots of maths and things. Because I'm dealing with prices as well. I have to do thinking. I hate thinking. I'm not very good at it. 798. And then, yeah. So that was Monday and Tuesday. And I thought, okay, right, I'm going to remember now. Get a pot. And I thought, okay, Wednesday, it'll calm down because most of everything that all had to be done Monday and Tuesday was out the way with. Tuesday night, I'm just thinking, And then I was like, I could hear this humming noise, like, for the heating, except the radiators wasn't hot. I was like, hang on, that's not right. And, yeah, so the pump was pumping around all the things for the heating, but there was no heat. And that's 792. And then when I looked at the boiler, we have gas. I looked at the gas boiler, and it had the red light on. So, you know, there's not, I mean, it's unusual, but it's not, you know, anything too scary initially. Like, you can just press a little reset button. Sometimes it just gets a bit addled. So I pressed the reset button. Not happening. Wasn't happening any of it. So it kept trying to fire up, but then it wouldn't finish the process. So it just yeah. So it got stuck in a loop and it was just going round and round. I was like, oh, right. So that's not good. It's an old boiler. Every winter we're like, is this going to be the last winter? And usually stuff like that. Like, we got past Christmas. I remember making a comment at Christmas Day saying, well, the boiler didn't break down on Christmas Day, because that is usually how our luck runs. It's always like on a Sunday. I'm amazed that it didn't do it on Easter, because it's Easter next week. I thought, oh. It didn't break down on Easter Sunday, because that's my party trick. So I spoke to a plumber yesterday, and like, he was very good. He was like, I'll come out and just have a look, because he couldn't tell. I'm like, it's a really old model. It's like, it's old enough to go to college type old model, you know. So I'm like, I don't know. I could tell you the brand, but I have no idea where the model number is. And that's because there wasn't one on show, because it's that old. 371. So he came out to have a look, and we've established that the valve on the boiler isn't as broken, so it's not allowing in gas, so it couldn't fire up and couldn't heat the water or the heating. I'll put that over. That's probably going to be over here somewhere. And it depends if I go left to left. Do you ever decide? I never know whether to go right to left or left to right on this. Decisions. So anyway, still a couple in the bag. So he was coming yesterday, so I had to clear out all the, because I don't know if anybody has gas central heating. It's a heat only one, so it's not a combi boiler or anything, which means I have a hot water tank, and the hot water tank is, is in a storage cupboard. So obviously I had to clear out the storage cupboard so that you could get access to that. And then I was like, oh, well, there's the, because I didn't know what he was going to be doing. 14.85. That's quite big, but I think that's still, you know what, let's leave that one. Let's do some of the smaller ones. Must be someone that's hardly got any in. Let's try one of these and see if 4.65 fits in the little pot. So I didn't know whether, when he was going to look, because obviously I knew he was going to take the front off the boiler and stuff, I didn't know whether that meant he would that his pokings around would require the power to be turned off. And the fuse box is in another cupboard that has stuff and things in, you know, like just some boxes in front of it and stuff. So when the fuse goes, it's great, because like we're like, oh, I can't see anything. Now let's move all these like boxes. They're quite big boxes and they are quite easy to move, but there's still stuff. And I was like, right, okay. So I'll clear out that one just in case he needs to get to the fuse box. Go on, one last one. And then, of course, because this is what you do, is obviously I had to then clean the kitchen because I'm not having a complete stranger, you know, judge me, obviously. Person I'm only gonna meet to fix my boiler. Never gonna see him again. Oh, I didn't do the number. What was that? What was it? It was one of these ones. Was it 157? It was 157. I just stuck it on the pile with all the other bags. I'm like, oh, not paying attention. So then I obviously had to clean the kitchen to avoid, what do they call it? House embarrassment. It's too late for that. I'm a bit of a slob, so there's always going to be a bit of house embarrassment. But like, at least let's make an effort to be slightly, oh, come on, slightly less house embarrassed. Oh, that'll do. I know there's someone going, no, but it's not straight. All right, no, it is bothering me. It is bothering me a little bit. Right, okay. So then I spent all day yesterday, well, not all day, a lot of the day, like just clearing stuff out, clearing the cupboards, tidying the kitchen. I had an Amazon delivery coming, so I was like, oh, so I couldn't go to the supermarket when I wanted because I had to get me dinner. So the Amazon man comes about 2 o'clock. The plumber man says he's coming between 4 and 5. So like 2:20, I'm like, oh yeah. Oh, this has got a bit of static. I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this because it only takes me an hour. Go there, back, get all my stuff. So I went to Tesco's. I walked out. I left the shop with my stuff. And I thought, I better just check my phone in case I missed something. And he texted me 30 minutes before. So pretty much like as I was walking in the shop. Now I'm going to go. Saying, I'm arriving in 45 minutes. Now the shop is like 15 to 20 minutes from where I live. I was just like, oh. I said words. Words that I'm not going to say on the video. I was like, oh, for God's sake. So then I had to like speed walk, because I just walked there. I don't drive, I'm in London. We don't drive in London unless you really have to. Not if you've got any sense. So I speed walked back. I'm like, try speed walking with my shopping, trying to text him at the same time, saying, if you do turn up just before I arrive, like, please wait. I'll be 2 minutes away, even though it was more going to be like 10 minutes away. Anyway, as it happens, his ETA was slightly off by a few minutes. So I got home and just in time to like, literally, I got through the door. Me no likey stackies drills. Mean. Just like, get off. I need to get what I should do. But it's in the other room, which is far away. Is go and get a drill pen, because usually that's what I use to poke it through, like a straightener or just the thing. But I can't be bothered. So instead we're going to take 5 times as long doing drills because I can't be bothered to walk 40 seconds there and back to get a drill pen or some tumble dryer sheets. But anyway, I made it back and like literally after like, oh, so hot and sweaty. It's nice. The poor guy. So I got back and then I had about 5 minutes to just unpack my shopping and stuff. Right, is that it? Okay. 677. So just enough time to do that before he turned up. Anyway, oh, pain. So, like I say, this boiler, really old. So he's figured out it's the valve. He goes, but I'm really confused because the, you know, they do the little thing where they test the current and stuff. They have 2 metal things that touch each bit and it reads the current. He goes, Sorry, I just paused there, let the ambulance go past. And anyway, so he said, oh, basically what happened was, like the reading wasn't right for the electricity, and you know, it wouldn't have worked before if it was wrong. So he thinks what's happened is because the valve was stopped working. No, there's still one that escaped. He thinks it's escaped. It's not escaped. It thinks I can't be bothered to deal with such a trivial little one single drill. It's wrong. There you go. In you go. Is that it? Yes. He thinks because the valve broke and the boiler was still trying to fire up so much that it fried the motherboard inside, which controls the electronics to a degree, and it's done something to that, and that's why the readings weren't right. So it needs a new valve and a new motherboard, which cost about 700 for him to install it as well, because obviously you pay for the plumber's time. It's about 700 quid. So that's in, if you work in dollars, that's probably like $900. So quite a lot, but not the end, you know, it's like money you don't want to have to spend, but you know. But what complicates it is because it's an old boiler. And it's like, well, I can get it fixed. And that would be great. I mean, not great because it's 700 quid. But, you know, how long will it last for after that? It could work for another 5 years. If we could be having the same conversation next winter. And yeah, and then I'm spending the money for a new boiler anyway. A new boiler. So like, how much is a new boiler? I'll do that in that one. So brand new boiler and installation, £2,000, which is like $3,500. No, $2,500 US dollars. I'm like, oh, I do not need this. I mean, we're not poor, but we're not, you know, we're not money is no object type thing. I'm like, oh, so I was like, oh, let me think about it. Let me think what to do. So we discussed it, and we're going to go for the new boiler because, you know, it could just break down next winter anyway. And then we're still paying that money to have it done. Whereas if we get a new boiler, one, it's going to have a guarantee. And guarantees, you know, are generally like 10 years. So it means, you know, the next 10 years is future-proofed. 367. 367. And also, need to say, views towards, you know, energy efficiency and all that sort of stuff has changed a lot, quite a lot in 20 years. So the new boiler is going to be really, in comparison, it's just like totally energy efficient compared to what we have. So we're like, so the bills will get less, which is a good thing at this time because, you know, energy crisis, not energy crisis, well, no, it is energy crisis, isn't it? There's this worldwide energy thing going on because of you know what, mostly because of you know what, anyway. And so we're like, okay, so at least if we get the guarantee, and then also there is that element of like our energy bills will be cheaper at a time where they're really, really expensive. So it'll start to pay for itself. I mean, obviously it's going to pay for itself at a very, very slow rate, but it will eventually also pay for itself. But it's just like, oh man, 2000. But I mustn't grumble because, you know, that it served us well. Our college boy. It served us faithfully. I don't think it's ever broken down before either. So it's just like, you served us well. You can't really grumble at it breaking. And like I say, it'd been on our radar a little bit because we knew how old it was. It's just like, it can't last much longer. We're getting old. We need to be ready for it. And you always kid yourself that you're going to start buy a little bit of extra money ready in anticipation. But no. So that's going to sting. That's going to sting, but you know, what can you do? Apart from whinge like I am. Look, in hitting that, I just actually knocked them out the pot. So yeah, but it's a bit chilly at the moment because it means I've got no heating. I have at least hot water because I can turn the water heater on independently. We don't usually because obviously that's more, electricity is more expensive than gas. But at least like it was there as a backup. But it is, I mean, it's like, it's not too cold at the moment. It's like 12 degrees. Oh, there's a little orphan. It's like 12 degrees or something outside. But I did see it was good. Do you know what? I'm just going to put them in the right order at the end. I did see at the weekend that the weather forecast is due to like lows of 3 degrees. I'm like, oh, fantastic. Yay. Hot water bottle time. Just sit there under a blanket. If I had a rocking chair, I'd be all set, like embracing my time of life. I'm not that old, but in spirit, I feel like it. I'm going to sit under a blanket with a hot water bottle, slippers on, rocking chair. Give me a rocking chair. I'd say a pipe, but 1, I don't smoke. And 2, I don't smoke. I wouldn't smoke a pipe because they're horrible. Sorry if you smoke a pipe or a cigar. There's just something about, because it has that sweet smell, doesn't it? It's tobacco, but it has that sweet smell. Not a fan. I don't know how I got into that. That's just me taking the story and running with it. Anyway, back to this event. Purple showers. Let me know in the comments if you knew about it. 1, if you'd heard of it. 2, if you're doing a painting with it. We can all paint along in theory. Right. Okay, I'm going to be careful. I'm going to be careful. I wasn't careful. Do you know what? I'm just not going to bother with that. But you know, at least it was miserable this morning. Trying to rain. Well, it didn't try to rain. It did rain. But the sun's trying to come out now. 911. No, look, there's a spare one. They always think they can get away. They think I won't be bothered. But I am. 911. Right, so how are you all? I always forget to ask that. Sorry, I'm incredibly rude. How are you all? What should we be up to? Hopefully you haven't had the same... I mean, had trouble with your boiler. Oh, we do hate it when our waterworks are misbehaving. That's nice pink. I'm looking forward to doing this painting. As I said in the unboxing, I don't do landscapes very often. I usually, my vibe is, if I'm doing something I want to do sort of easy-ish, I'll do like, you know, characters or like flowers and stuff like that. Partials at 152. And also like, but my main vibe is I quite like the fantasy stuff. So dragons, and if there's something that looks magical, like that's just my thing. And I could take dark fantasy, I could take light fantasy, I could take fairies, it doesn't matter. Toadstools, whatever. Whatevs. I'll have the lot. I do like me a bit of fantasy. And so doing the landscape is really quite unusual for me. As such, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, this is a static one. Beware, incoming struggles. The struggle bus is real. Gently. I'm trying to gently persuade them to come out in the hopes that they won't leap. And I'm having to pick them all up. As long as they stay on the table, I don't mind so much. It's when they fly off and then honestly, when it gets to that stage, if I can't see him straight away, like I try moving him like my head around, trying to catch like that little glint of light where it reflects. But if I can't see him, top tip, this is my top tip for finding drills that you know are there, you just can't see them. Just take your shoes off, go barefoot, and then walk about a bit. Just trust me, like I have drills from the other room will find my feet. It's like they love them. I spilt some drills the other day, and I thought I'd pick them all up. And then I walked past again, like the next day with no shoes on. And I thought, what's that? And there was 3. It wasn't even just one drill. I had 3 drills stuck to the bottom of my foot. I didn't have that during my during my break. We went and we had 365 drill-free days before an accident. It was, but it's back to that. Back to finding the drills everywhere. With this not static, it's look, just come on. Yeah, so just take shoes off. It works every time. Works on me. Right. Oh, look, I didn't even know about them ones. They've gone past the mark. Okay, so that was 307. There's 40, I don't know, did I mention it? There's 44 colours in this painting, which I actually thought was more. What with all these flowers and things, and all the colours in the sky, I am really surprised. So hopefully it looks all right when it's done. 307, that was what I was doing. I was getting the thing. Because I do like my confetti. So as I said before, like there's a little bit of me that's disappointed that there's only 44 colours. Lots of colours. Oh, I like lots of colours, and I like lots of confetti and colour changes. Right, get in. I do that a lot. I think, oh, I'll just put this one extra drill in, and in putting the one extra drill in, another one falls out. I did that the other day. Right, now what we got that's quite small. 15, 12, 10, 9, that'll go in. Will that go in a small one? Let's find out. And that's definitely a small one. Let's do this. 966, nice minty green. I like that. Ah, look, they're already sticking to the side. Excuse me while I hot air into it. I breathe into it sometimes. It can give it a little bit of moisture, because apparently static is, you know, also is to do with it being not much moisture, humidity. I don't know how true it is, but I'll give it a go, because the alternative is to leave the room for 40 seconds to get my dryer sheets, and we all know that's not going to happen. So, do you know what? I was going to say something. I can't even remember what I was going to say before that. Couldn't have been very interesting. I think it was something to do with the confetti, wasn't it? Was it? Oh, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Bore myself sometimes. Gosh, that sounded miserable, didn't it? No, happiest when I'm being miserable, just moaning. Except I'm not moaning. I don't mean to. I'm just overthinking is what I'm doing. Story of my life. I overthink everything. Okay, we'll just give up with that. Give up with that. Just stick them in. In you go. Boom. Ah! I forget this as well. Like, because they've got these little divots in it. Like where, and that does go in, but like it doesn't have that inside the tub. The tub is like a straight edge. So you push down and it works like tiddlywinks. Works like tiddlywinks if you have any drills like trapped underneath. There. Well, that's the second ambulance going past today that I had to pause for. And I don't know what, I swear, I don't hear all these things. I mean, I hear a siren occasionally, but I swear they all wait for me to start filming. It's like an extra alert for them. Just so that, you know, say, right, we're going to go out on a call. Let's make sure we go down Her Street. Welcome to London. Right, 705, that can go in a small one. Yeah, a lot of these have got static in. Yeah, I can't remember what I was talking about. The confetti. It might come back to me later. I'll be watching this when I edit it. I'm like, oh, you idiot. How could you not remember that? It's going to be good as well. Best story. Best story of the entire video. Oh, I forgot. So I'm going to take that out and we're just going to... Oh. We're just going to wiggle the bag. Wiggle it. Just a little bit. There's a song that shows my age. Wiggle it just a little bit. I can't even remember who sung it. They're guaranteed they sang it better than I just did. Oh, come on. So yeah, I don't know when this guy's going to come and fix the boiler now. He's got to source the boiler because he's got to go and get it. Order it and get it. And then he's got to fit into his schedule. Don't throw away the thing until you know what until you've done your label. And so it's definitely not going to be done by the weekend. Not short of a miracle. And it's a big job as well. It's going to take him, it takes the best part of the day to fit a boiler. So, yeah. Cold weekend. And then hopefully, I do hope you can get it done before Easter. Because that will be a bit, well, you never know. The weather might get nice. You can't tell these days, can you? Like, it used to be, I mean, even in England, when, like, the weather can be changeable. Let's just put it that way. Our weather can be changeable. But, like, it's even more changeable now. So, who knows? We had a storm the other day. And it was hailstones. But, like, 2 days before, honestly, I thought it was spring. I thought, oh, this is, you know, when you have that moment, and the second moment, it's the second time I've done that, because a couple of weeks ago it felt like spring, and then it snowed the next week, literally. I mean, we hardly ever see snow in London, but it snowed properly. I mean, it did melt like by lunch, but yeah. So it's like every time I think it's spring, I'm like, I'll just get that out of that little divot. So they don't tiddlywink across. Oh, come on. Look, stop. No. No, you're going in. You're going in. They think they can hop out, but they can't. Yeah, so every time I think it's spring, suddenly it's not. So who knows? Next weekend, it could be freezing cold. It could be a heat wave. Don't even know anymore. Don't even know. Right. You wait. Come summer, I'll be like, oh, it's too hot. It was last summer. It was really hot. To be fair, I've got any small ones left. Right, let's do some of these. Let's find if I've got... Oh, there was one that I know is... No, there was two colours that I know had 2 bags of each. So that was the 3835. What was the other one? Is it this one? 315. So we'll put those in one of these big ones. Do those two. That was nice and easy. No static. We like no static. I've seen so many videos recently. I've been trying to catch up, because if you've missed it, basically I've been on a diamond painting break for like nearly a year and a half. And when I don't diamond paint, I don't YouTube either. I don't. Do you know what? No. Could that have fitted in the small one? It probably could have. A bit tight. Never mind. And when I don't diamond paint, I don't YouTube either. So I've been trying to catch up with everything, which is easier said than done, because a year plus of new content on video on YouTube, it's a lot of videos. A lot of videos. So 3835. So anyway, I've been gradually plodding my way through it. Not this week, like I say, not being able to diamond paint because I've been so busy. Last week I was. But every video these days seems to be like problems with static. Whereas before it just used to be like the occasional thing. But everybody seems to be having problems with static in their drills these days. I don't know if they've changed the process or something. But something's going on. 3835. Yeah, well, this is taking quite a while. Taking quite a while to kit up. It's only 38 colours. I didn't think it'd be that bad. Apparently it is. There. Right. Okay, let's get rid of those. What else have we got? Anything big? 16. That's a 16. 16 ounces. Any other big bags? Oh, that's a 20. So let's put, I think that's the next biggest one. So I think we'll put that in. Yeah, let's do that. Where did I go? 20. Let's put that in the last of this big pot. Because I'd rather have pots too big than get to the end and I'm like, and then I have to put like something in like 4 of them. Just because I didn't plan it out very well. If I plan anything, I just make stuff up as I go along. just including this video. I just, yeah. We don't do scripts here. We don't even have a plan. Not even half one. Closest it comes, it's like, oh, wait till I tell them about the boiler. That'll be something I can whine about. Whine about? I mean, discuss. Discuss seriously. Okay, get rid of that bag. 16. So these are going to be, how many of these? I've got 3 of those bigger ones left. That's 16, that's 16, that's 16. 13, 14, 13. Right, okay. Oh, that's a 15. So let's go for, let's just do, oh, that's 2. Oh, they're both 939s as well. Bugger. And I've got no big ones left. And that one I really could do with the big one. Okay, so this one I'm going to take out of here. Ooh. So, what did I say about lack of planning? Oh, I did it. I knew. What am I like? Comedy moments. Fine. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get that. And I'm just going to carefully scoop this off the edge of the table. And if you hear, when it goes out of sight, if you hear me scream, you know it went horribly wrong. There we go, horribly wrong. What are you talking about? It went flawlessly. A few of them are stuck to the edge with static, but there we go. That wasn't so bad. Of course, if I'd paid more attention in the first place, it wouldn't have happened. Go, go, go free. No, don't go free. Go into captivity. That's it. Right, so we'll take the stickers off of here. Let's hope they're good, easy peels. Yes, that's all right. All right, in you go. 1. You're welcome. Today is your lesson on how not to kit up. Right, so now we're going to do 939, which I haven't lost the bags for. I better make sure there's nothing else that's got 2 of. I thought it was only them other ones, but clearly I was wrong. Right, no, do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, pay attention. Right, okay, and then next. I haven't decided yet whether I want to add my own ABs, because this painting doesn't come with any ABs. So I think I might add some of my own. I'm just not sure where. Probably, I'm thinking, like in this area, like where there's the light, and maybe in the snow, so the snow will be reflecting, and then a bit in the sky, possibly. But it's a long time till I have to make that decision, because even if I started on that side, it's going to take me like who knows how long. Who knows how long. Everything is a marathon. Nothing is a sprint in my world. Okay, let's give up with trying to get them out of the bag and just do it this way. Do you know what? I probably spent the 40 seconds that it would take me to get the dry sheets alone on just this bum bag. It's in the other room. Oh, that's the other room's all the way over there. Too far. Oh, come on. Do you know what? I'm just gonna... If you won't come out, I'm gonna come for you. There is no escape. I will find you. What's that from the film? I will hunt you down. Right. Does anybody know what film that was? Because I know what it is. That's a bit of trash. I've been fighting for a bit of trash. I know what that film is, which I almost slipped into doing a Kermit the Frog voice. Because if you know, I can't even remember the name of the film. But it's the one where he's like, he's an, I don't know, ex government agent type thing, and they steal his family. And but there's a very funny thing. There's an iconic line in it where he's talking to them on the phone, and he's just like, they're like, pay the ransom. He's like, no, I'm going to hunt you down. And Seth Farland, who does like Family Guy and American Dad, right? He does a lot of voices though. He was on the Graham Norton show once. Let's remember it. And he does that whole speech, but he does it in the voice of Kermit the Frog. It's just like, it's so surreal. It's hilarious. If you ever want to see something that's just very silly, but very funny. Graham Norton, it's on YouTube. Graham Norton, Kermit the Frog, Seth Farland. Right, there's one in there. There we go. Gotcha. Right, oh, right, 939. Yeah, look it up. Look it up. You're on YouTube. You don't have far to go, but not before I've finished. Let me finish watching me first. On that note, you know the drill. I'd love a thumbs up if you're enjoying this. Helps my channel, keeps the YouTube gods happy. You know, gives you literally seconds of fun as you watch me spill all my drills. Right, let's do this. See if this fits in a small one. Not sure if it will. It's going to be close. It's going to be tight, which means it's probably also going to be the last one I can fit in one of these small pots. But that's because there's only 44 colours, which means there wasn't that many that only had a small amount of drills. That's the thing about confetti. Like when it's there, you get all the extra colours, but obviously no, I don't think that's going to go. I mean, it does shut. Let's give it a shake. That's an accident waiting to happen. I'm like, I could fit it in now. I know I could. But it'd be so full that I'll forget about it. And then I'll open it up. And, yeah. Do you know what? You only live once. It's in there now. If there's a pot at the end, of one of the bigger ones at the end that can still fit in, we'll do that. But for now, get away from that little lip. Because, you know, you can hear it. There is movement, but it is quite full. That's totally going to backfire on me. Right, 601. Let's put that in. But yeah, I might have... Well, I could always split it into... I can either split it into 2 pots, or what I'll do is I'll just put some into this pot, and I'll put the rest back in this bag, like the spare. I don't mind doing that. Like some people just want to get the kitting up one and done, and me, I'm fine. I don't mind going back to... Because how many have I got? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 bigger ones. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yeah, no, that's never going to go. Well, that one can go in a small one. Yeah, I don't mind going back to re-kit, you know, top up. I'll either do it as I go, or I'll just say, if I'm coming to the end of a few things at once, I'll just pull everything out and I'll treat it as like a little mini kitting up. Everybody loves kitting up videos, so why wouldn't I mind like going back and having a re-kit, so to speak, a top up. Get that in there. Go. Really? Oh. Did he go in? Yeah, he's not escaping. If he didn't go, no, you're in. I wasn't going to let him get away. Oh, and then I catapulted one out. Okay. That was 907. Question mark. I mean, what did I do with these? No, I don't think... Those all look like they're going to fill up fine. So, any more small ones? If it's less than 9, then it'll fit. 12, no. What's that? There's another small one. Let's do it. I don't mind doing them all out of order like this, because at the end it's a bit like one of those little jigsaw puzzles. Okay. I have to get my fun where I can. I've had a wacky week. Just like I was starting to go a little bit crazy. It's like kind of stir crazy, but it's like work crazy. Got a bit nuts. Right. X marks the spot. Boom. Right. Get over there. Nice pile of bags. Okay, what have we got? Anything else? More 13, 13, 14, 14, 16. So if there's a 16, that, if anything, that would be 2 pots, 2 of the smaller pots, if it comes to it. The other one was, that other one was 9 something, but I can't remember a 9. This is 9.45. Can't remember exactly what it was. Let's leave that till last. We'll see how we feel. Right, let's do. So we want... I'm just touching stuff now. Do you know what? I'm going to put 555, 550 away. I like 550. No, I shouldn't do that. I should do the biggish, shouldn't I? So that's 15. That's 16. Let's do that. One of these bigger pots. In you go. I've got my drills for my new Heaven and Earth project. I'm just waiting for the canvas to arrive. It's on its way. It's in England. It's in customs at the moment, so hopefully I'll get that next week. And then I'll do, because I've not opened the drills yet. This is sitting in a package in the cupboard, killing me. Taunting me. Because I do like playing with drills. I was thinking about, have you seen, I don't know if any of you watched Joan Diamond paints. She loves drills. This is like a drug. So she got this huge packet of AV drills from somebody called DFP, I think it is, on AliExpress. Like she went the whole 9 miles getting, like, I think it was a 3 kilogram bag or a 5 kilogram bag. I'm not quite that up for that. But they do a 1 kilogram one, so I thought I might do the 1 kilogram one, and then get something a little bit, because you don't use AV drills. I don't. I'm in the sort of less is more type way of using ABs. So I would never do a whole like solid wedge, at least not a big one, in ABs. She said never say never. Next week I'll be like, oh, I've got all these ABs, let's put them everywhere. But I don't think I will. But I thought, you know what, having just a few so I could sprinkle in some of every colour. Yeah, I could get with that. So I might do that. But if I do that, oh, look at all them. If I do that, then I really do, I can't put off sorting my storage as well if I get them, because I'll have one. Oh, man, come on. Yeah, so I'll have to sort out my storage system, because if I have one of every AB, I definitely need at least that sort of sorted. But for now, I've just got a bag of drills sitting in there. That's a kilogram of drills from Evermoment for my next project, my next Heaven and Earth conversion, 3328. Which is going to be a Jasmine Beckett Griffiths picture. And that's one that I'm not going to do, because you know my main Heaven and Earth project, I'm doing that as a vlog. So I only ever work on that on camera. And that's at the whims of me finding time to be able to do it like during the day, when the other half isn't home under my feet, because I don't film in front of him. Because I feel too self-conscious. If I'm going to talk to myself on a camera, then I want to really be able to talk to myself. Except I'm not talking to myself, because I'm also talking to you, but it's different, you know, than if someone is actually there. Listen, see that? Seems so few, but that's the next biggest. That was, oh no, that was the next biggest. Oh, god damn it. Let's see if this is the time where we find out if a 15 fits in the smaller pot, because I can't remember. I think some of the other blues were. Got to be careful. Remember what happened the last time I went pot to pot? We had an incident. Okay, we can do that. So we know 15s fit in these middle pots, thank goodness. Because that was my biggest colour outside this 16 now. So if this one fits, they all will. Assuming I don't run out. Right. So that, oh. I forgot about the tiddlywinks. Alright. Close carefully. There we go. 720 that was. See, I have my tray out and I always forget to use it, even though it's right there. 720, there it is. Alright, that's that one done. So now we're going to do this big one. We'll do the 16, which is the 823. Let's give it that 720 bag. Go on. The trouble with this is it requires a certain amount of patience for them all to go in the pot in an orderly fashion. Patience is not my strong point. I can diamond paint. Oh, it's funny, isn't it? It doesn't make any sense. There are some things that I can just do over and over and over and it'd be fine. And then something else, it's just like, I can't wait for 10 seconds. Just like, it's like now. Meanwhile, I'm diamond painting for like hours on end. Fine. Totally fine. Don't mind that it's not finished. Don't mind that I'm never going to finish for like a year. No. 10 seconds for something to pour in a bag, however. No, no, no. Too long. Oh, look at the trash in that. That's a dirty bag. I'll get you out. Do you know what? Oh, there's 2 in there. Oh, God. That's the thing as well now, because I do heaven and earth, like the cross-stitch conversions. So one day, that's my dream. At the moment, I have to buy the drills because I don't have that many drills. Look at that, state of that. Can you see that? All the bits. Some of them are in my tray as well. But my dream is to be able to do one like from my spare drills, because that's when it gets cheap. I'd say doing a cross-stitch conversion from a diamond for a diamond painting costs roughly about the same as buying one from a high-end company. So it's not a bargain way to do it, unless you're doing it with your own drills, and then like all you have to do is pay for the canvas, at which point it is extremely cheap. But I don't have enough of those drills yet enough spare drills yet to what was that, 823, wasn't it? Already thrown the bag away. 823. So like that's my dream. My dream is to be able to do the spare drills, but as a result it means, look, I missed 2, one in there and one in the tray. It means I want to save it, like nothing gets away. Oh, filling with rage. Static. Another one that's all sticking up the side. Oh, we got a little orphan. Right. Okay, so we're on these size pots now. So I think everything's going to fit in those physically, but I don't think I'm going to have enough. So, like I say, I will decide whether to split them into 2 pots. So if you can hear screaming, I live opposite a school, and I think they must be out doing some sports. I'm not sure. They sound a bit, it doesn't sound as organised as doing the sports. Maybe they've turned out for the day. I'm not sure what time it is. Oh yeah, I think they've, looking at the time, I think they're just in that stage where, like quite often in London, because people can't pick up their kids after school, because they're at work, 936, then they quite often have a lot of sort of after school clubs where the kids can stay on for a bit. And a lot of that is obviously because the sun has come out, so now they're in the playground, getting very excited. And yeah, so if you hear screaming, that's why. 902. I had somebody, I remember one of the comments, like, this was from my colouring channel, because I do have an adult colouring channel, which is, you know, I've come back to diamond painting. I haven't come back to colouring yet, but that aside, last year I did a little video to tell people like I'd not, you know, kicked the bucket and I was just taking a break. And somebody said, oh yeah, no, oh well, you know, we miss you, sort of thing. Bless. A lot of people said that. It's sweet. But they're like, but also I'll miss I'll miss the screaming kids. She's like, these are all the things that like people remember me for. Like constantly apologising for like the emergency services driving past with their sirens going, and then there's all the school kids being murdered or committing murder. That's more like, oh, I got a small one. I could do that. Because I do live in I live in East London, and it's a little bit of a rough area. I've lived here all my life though, so you know, you get kind of used to its rough edges. But yeah, it's just like, who knows what the kids, that's a sign of the times, isn't it? Like, it used to be a time you'd see a kid doing something naughty, you'd be like, don't do that, and now you're like, oh, is there anywhere else close by to back me up if it all goes south? That is, you know, sign of the times. It wasn't like, well, when I was young, back in my day. This is my aspiration. Like, you know, there's the joke, isn't there? Like, man shakes fist at cloud. It's like this old grandpa. It's just like, this is what I aspire to. Right, let's do 550. I like 550. I've mentioned this before. It's like, this is the colour of a manufacturer of chocolate. Oh! In you go. That does not belong there, whatever you are. It's one of the greens. Do you know what? I'm going to just stick that in the tray. I think that wasn't even an orphan. I think that's one that was stuck in the tray. Right, 550. Nearly there. Don't worry, you can escape soon. Don't escape. There is no escape. To be honest, if you was bored with this, you're probably long gone anyway. I know a lot of people like it. I mean, I like it. I like quite often when I diamond paint, I'm listening to either a whip and chat or a kitting up video. This is nice to have just something a little bit like you're listening. You are listening, but also like you don't have to think about it. I know people listen to audiobooks and stuff like that. I can't do that. I can't. If I listen to an audiobook while I'm diamond painting, even I switch off so much that I have to keep stopping it and playing it back because I'm like, I don't know what's happening anymore. I do get my money's worth though, at least, because you know I'd listened to it like 4 times just because I wasn't listening the first time. Plenty of money's worth in that. But yeah, I just if I switch off from something, it has to be something really simple going on in the background. Otherwise, it just, yeah, I suddenly it's moved on to something's happening in a plot. I definitely can't do anything like a mystery or, you know, something with a plot, because like I'll be like 20 minutes in and I don't even know what's happening anymore. Rubbish. So yeah, audiobooks are out. And I'm not really a music person. I mean, I'll listen occasionally, but yeah, mostly it's that's why I disappear from YouTube, because if I'm not diamond painting or colouring, then I'm not listening to anything. But yes, I don't know why, because I am paying attention. It's like it needs to be something that's simple for me to follow. So if someone's telling me about their day, or you know, their holiday, their vacation, stuff like that, I'm fine with. But if there's something they're talking about, something that if you start talking about something that you need to have heard the previous bit for it to make any sense, I guess is what I'm saying, then yeah, I'm sunk. Go on, 2 more, you can do it. 1 more, you can do it. Come on. Go on. I'm not giving up. I'll come for you. Right, that's it. That's it. No more second chances. That's it. You go. Is that a drill there? Yeah. Oh, I just done something to this pot. I think I had a drill stuck in the thing. Now, I know this clips back together. I'm just not sure if I know how. which, considering is full of drills, let's see. Oh, that was simple enough. I think when you put it back, sometimes you can get a drill stuck in there, and then when the drill's stuck in there and you try and shut the lid, it like pries it open. Okay, that didn't go so bad, except I dropped the drill. I wonder if he was the drill that was stuck in it. Okay, so that was 8.26. Oh, that's torn it. Have I already done 8.26? Was there 2 bags of 8.26? No. Oh. What have I done? So if I've done that, what did I do? Okay, so that's 26 because it's blue. Do you know what? I'm going to leave that to the end. We'll see what's left. If not, I'll just go through the bags again. Maybe, oh, I bet you that's 832, which is the one that would have been next to it. Because that's a green. I bet it is. I'll wait till the end to be sure. But why didn't you tell me? You must have seen it. Everybody's saying, we did see you. You idiot. Right. If you had a system, it'd be fine. 12.45, 12.45, 13. Let's do 13. 318. We're nearly there. I'll say that. 36. You know, this has taken a surprisingly long time to kit up. In part due to the static fight. But I didn't expect to be doing this for more than an hour. And we are more than an hour. Sorry about that. Right, 318. L. I like to, I always joke that it's like, well, I don't know. No, I do always joke, because I do that a lot. If I make a joke once and I can remember it, then have mercy on your soul, because I'll be saying that joke over and over. If I think, oh yeah, that was a really funny joke, then because I remember it, I say it again and again and again. It's just like, I'll get my money's worth out of it. Oh no, go on. So, I don't even know what I was going to say with my joke there. It's going to be funny. But, yeah, it's just, 905. I do get sidetracked, like you just saw. Instantly sidetracked. I don't plan anything. Everything is all over the place. And everybody else is going, oh, nice. What is she like? Alright, that'll do. Okay, I've only got one more pot after this. Of the bigger ones, and then everything else is in the small one. Oh, 606. Why do you do this to me, 606? Yeah, I tried to do it for an hour, because nobody needs me more than an hour. It's bad enough when you do the when you have to put up with me with the Heaven and Earth ones. Which I started that last week, and I did the 3. Like, you haven't seen, or you've not caught up with me yet on the Heaven and Earth. I think you've only seen at this point, you'll have only seen the one that I recorded before my break at this point. But I've done one, and I'm on another one now. And because this week was busy, I haven't done any Heaven and Earth this week. And last week I did, I think, 3 squares, because, you know, I'm a power driller. And I did 3 squares, and I was like, right, I'll just stop there. It was about an hour, I think, or just under an hour. I was like, and I'll come back later in the week. Anyway, I didn't. And then, of course, this week's been crazy. So I need to go back and finish off that video because I didn't do a sign off for it. I was just like, oh, I'll be back. So yeah, it'll be a few seconds. Next day for me. How many are up here? Good grief. The gift that keeps on giving. Right, I think that's all. So I need to go. So I think what I'll probably do now, because he's gone on 2 weeks, is I'll hop on at some point. I'll try and do it tomorrow if things are kind. And just do, like, I don't know, 2 squares, finish the row, so I can get that edited and uploaded. Because I'm trying to stay ahead. I'm trying to stay, like, with some videos in hand, so that if I don't feel like doing it, because, you know, I don't want to, I'm only just back, I don't want to overdo it and, like, just annoy myself. 606. And then I'll just stop again if I get annoyed, see. So, yeah. I'm trying to get ahead with that. But yeah, I think that's what I was starting to say, wasn't it? Like, I talk too much. So you get all that in the heaven and earth. You don't need it here, but here we go. And like an hour and a quarter later. Let's do it. So 11. 11, 2, 4. No, they're all 11, 2, 5s. Okay, let's just do this one then. But we're nearly done now. You can escape. So as you're watching this on a Saturday, what are you up to? Are you, well, I don't know, you might be diamond painting yourself or colouring. I already asked if you was doing something for the event, but let me know if you're up to anything else, what you're painting. If you're on a big project, do you like big projects? Because this is a 60 by 80 square. I'm such a masochist because I've got another 60 by 80 on the go from Diamond Art Studio. I've got the Excited Duckling, which I got like 2 years ago, nearly. I got it for my birthday 2 years ago, so that's May. And I've only done a little bit along the top. I mean, I'm getting there, but it's like when you don't diamond paint at all for a year and a half, then your progress kind of slow. 977. So obviously that means I have to start another 60 by 80. But for the event, for this event, it was new starts. So if it had been like just anything, I'm pretty sure it was a new start. If it had been anything, then I would have just gone back and done more on my duckling. But it wasn't. So I thought, what the hell? You only live once. But yeah, so let me know if you like big projects or whether you're people who like big projects tend to say everything else is snack size. So let me know if you like big projects or snack sizes. I do both. Like, because obviously, because I'm so slow with diamond painting, I think that, right, so that's not going to fit in. But we're not going to overdo this. We're just going to go with that. And I'm just going to leave the rest in the bag. Oh, you can go back in there then. I've shut the lid. It's only a little bit. I might not even end up needing them, do you know what I mean? In which case, nothing is lost. I just do need to keep it organised. 3750. But I do both. Because my long projects take so very, very, very long. And so, like, to get my... Because you always want to feel like you're achieving something, don't you? It's not any fun to... Well, I mean, I know a lot of people do like just starting projects. Like, it's the starting the project that's the fun bit for them. Getting up, getting started, and then after that, they're like, move on, and then go and do another painting. And I don't mind having lots of whips in theory. What have I got? I've only got 2 whips at the moment. Because I finished a couple up when I come back. So when I start this, it'll be 3 again. I've got one to go. I don't have a problem with that. It doesn't bother me. But when I want to do something easy, I'll either do a 30 by 40, or even better, I'll do a partial. I don't mind partials. You know, I don't really do anything with them. Whoop. Ooh, frisky. I should really get one of those. I've got them in like one of them hold all type art carriers, but I should get them like, you know, they do them book things. I should probably do that, and then I could put it on a shelf. But you know what that means? That means I would have to be organised. Let me know how that goes. But yeah, big or small, let me know. Or drop. Ooh, I would appreciate it if you don't want to make a comment. Drop me an emoji, because YouTube loves that nonsense, and we all have to keep the YouTube gods happy. Well, I do, because I've been away. Not everybody's forgotten about me. Not everybody. Oh, it was so sweet. It's like a lot of people. Now that you've seen my first, my return videos, you've got a couple of videos. It's so nice to see, like, people do actually remember me. But, yeah, YouTube does not remember me, which means it's not pushing my videos, even to my subscribers. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if they didn't push my videos just generally, because, you know, that'd be fair enough. But the fact they don't push videos to my subscribers, because, like, if someone subscribes to you, that suggests they want them. They want to see them. And they don't even. It's so annoying. Right. I've got another drill there that I don't know what that belongs, because it wasn't from there. I'm just going to put that up there. 150. Let's do this. 3 to go. It's like home straight. Horse turning for home. I'll get faster now. Oh, no I won't. I just spilled everything. So I'm just going to tip some of them out, because I got a bit carried away. Go. Right. There. I'm going to put these back in here. If I was a horse turning for home, then I'm the 3-legged one. just, yeah. Turning for home, but it's really, really slow. Right, 150. Let's put that in. Boom. I mean, they do give you the numbers, but I don't work by the numbers. Like I say before, I work by DMC. I think that's like because of Heaven and Earth. You get so much in the habit. Once you've got Pattern Keeper, the only thing you look at is the DMC number. And it just sticks with me. Right, 304. Right, we're not going to pour them all in because they don't fit. So let's just not get carried away. See, I can do it if I try. And put them back in the bag. In you go. There. Right, so what did I say? 304. And then this is 762. No, that's what drills in. That's my spare, which was 832. Thing is, them little symbols are actually in the colour, and I didn't even notice that it was blue and not green. The sticker. Oh, I'll come a bit more in there. Now I've gone too far, not putting things in. Oh, that'll do. See, one's escaped me. I'll go back in the bag now. So that can go there. You can go back in the bag. Ah, there was one hiding in a nozzle as well. Oh, and another. And then that just leaves this 832. Put that on. 2. let me just move that to one side. I'm going to move that to one side. And these are my spare bags with dribs and drabs in, which I might not even need, depending how many spare drawers they gave me. Right, so these are, let's take out the empties. Put them over there. And there. Put that one in there. So, right. Now, am I going to go left to right or right to left? I think I'm going to start low and go high. So this is, start with that. This is like a puzzle, like with the kids when you're in like kindergarten or something. Right, 318 to test your mental composite. See, now I've done that wrong because I was looking at the 2. That is not a 2. Right, that's an 832. Okay, think about what you're doing. Right, that goes there. 355 can go over there. 152, there's the other one. 371, try that down there. No, 367. So that's going to move over here. 371. I always get to the end of these things as well. Oh, there's 157. And find out that there's one I've missed. Bit like, you know, when you're diamond painting and you get a colour out and you think you've got them all, and then you start doing like 2 or 3 colours later and you notice there's one that you missed from before. It's like, how did you miss it? How did you even miss it? And yet I do, even though I've looked like 3 times. Is that everything? Yeah, is that everything? There, yeah, no, that's everything. Wasn't everything. Okay, 550 can go in there. No, 3328 is going to go over here somewhere. Let's get my, what have we got? 307. But that's not going to fit in there, so we'll move that one over. And yes, I know I'm doing this the long way round. Yes, I know I make more work for myself. Like now. We spend another one, 150. That's how I am. But I'm alright with that. And if I'm alright with it, so should you be. Right, 3, 6, no, there's 304. Where does that go? Is that going to fit in there? Ooh, a bit tight. I don't think I need to do it that tight. We'll see how much space we've got at the end. What have we got now? So he's going to go after that, and that's going to go before that, and these are all going to go before that. 826, 823, so let's move those over. He can go in there. 743 goes in there. 832, 905, 902. 6554. Where's that go? In there. No. Right, so that's not going to fit. That's too tight. That's too tight. Oh, I hope this works out. I mean, I can always not put in like these empty ones if it's too tight. 832, so 906 goes there. We need an 890, so that can go there. That, again, too tight. 762. 166. 907. Oh, we've got 796, and this is a big one. Where's it going to go? Then we can just swap that. We'll take that out, go there. That still fits in there. 826. Where's that going to go? There. Right. $704. Right, so that is going to go there. that's right. So 3939. Here. 3750 3835 3328. Is that it? I think that's it. I will check it again afterwards, so if you see anything that is in the wrong place, don't panic. I'll find it. But there's only so long we can do a video for. Do you know what? I'll just put that one in there as well. Right, so where's my lid? I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut this out. This is a sticker too, by the way, but I'm just going to cut this out. Doesn't have to be fancy cut out, because this is not going to be stuck anywhere permanent. I don't do a logbook anyway, but you know, I might want to keep the stick of something else. But that's not how I do it. This is what I do with these trays, at least, with a clear top. Get rid of that. I'll get some glue. No, what do I want that way? I'm going to get glue dots. Right, I need to get them out the bottom because I've tucked them away. Because I always, if I leave them in the drawer with the tab sticking out, then I just find them stuck on everything else, because I'm one of these people like just like rummages around in a drawer and I find glue dots on everything. So I have to put the, I can't use the nice dispenser where it sticks out the corner. I have to put them away. But this is what I'm going to do. We're going to put a glue dot here. In each corner. I'm going to get the lid. I'm going to get rid of them scissors first, then we're going to get the lid. Turned it upside down, and then we're just going to pull off our tabs. Bish, bash, bosh, as they say. Oh, even this, now I'm all staticky after the drills. Right, so we're just going to put that there. Make sure I put it relatively straight. There's a glue dot, so if it's not straight, I can just turn it over. And then that's how I know what I've got in my, what painting this is for, because it's stuck inside a lid. There we go, all kitted up. I can't remember the name of the painting, but like I say, I'll leave a link in the comments below direct to the painting if you want to get it from Diamond Art Studios. I'll leave a link up in the corner to the unboxing. And what else? That's it. Leave me those thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all again soon. Hopefully, maybe even doing this painting. Take care. Bye for now. Bye.